Hello everyone. This will be our 21st video on how to integrate multi-agent systems with AI for process and efficiency analysts to make their jobs easier.
Hi. Check this out. Every time we make a change, my group is flooded with the same questions. Where's the new version of the process? What do I need to do now? Who do I ask? And between explanations and reposts, I waste half a day answering the same thing. It's like an endless loop.
I understand perfectly, and it's not unusual. As a company grows, information flows and updates multiply. That's why the multi-agent system has a subagent that handles this automatically and constantly, the dialogue agent, also known as the intelligent internal chatbot.
And how exactly does it work? Is it like those customer service bots we see on websites?
The idea is similar, but much more advanced. This subagent is a conversational assistant trained with all the relevant information from the system: operational processes, internal documentation, action plans, training materials, KPIs, department managers, approval workflows. Your team can ask it any operational, strategic, or tactical question and receive a clear, contextual, and instant response. No need to search for manuals, write emails, or bother colleagues.
And does it integrate with our tools?
Absolutely. You can use it directly from Teams, Slack, WhatsApp, your CRM, your intranet, or any channel already active in your company. It can even work in hybrid mode, text and voice. It's like having a digital trainer, an internal consultant, and a personal assistant always available without having to schedule meetings or rely on timetables.
And what kind of things can you answer? Only operational issues?
Much more than that. Everything documented or live within the system can answer this question. For example, how do I add a new client to the new process? What is the current conversion KPI? Who approves this step? Where is the video explaining the change? When does the implementation of Plan X end? What should I review before submitting a proposal? It can even explain technical concepts, provide real-life examples, suggest next steps, or alert you if there's anything new relevant to your role.
What if the system changes something? The chatbot becomes outdated, right?
No, not at all. The dialogue agent synchronizes automatically and in real time with the rest of the system's subagents. If there's a new implementation, a new document, or a change to a workflow, the chatbot learns it in seconds. This way, it never becomes outdated or transmits outdated information, and that prevents a ton of errors.
And can you tell who's talking to you? Or do they all get the same generic response?
Good question. No, it doesn't give generic answers. It recognizes the user's profile, whether they're in sales, support, logistics, purchasing, operations, or management, and it adapts the response to the level of depth and focus required by each profile. It doesn't respond the same way to a technician as to a salesperson, or to a newcomer as to a department manager.
That's great. Because one of the things that slows everything down the most is having to explain the same thing to different people from different areas with different levels of detail.
Exactly. With this subagent, that's over. Everyone can resolve their questions independently, in their own language, on their own terms, without having to wait hours for a response. Interruptions are reduced, misunderstandings are avoided, and information bottlenecks are eliminated.
What if the question is very specific or uncommon?
The chatbot also takes this into account. If it can't respond accurately or detects that the question is beyond its scope, it has a clear protocol. It forwards the query to the appropriate person, suggests scheduling a call, sending an email, or opening a support ticket. But it resolves 90% of everyday questions on its own, without human intervention.
So this agent is like having a permanent internal help center that responds in seconds, is always available, and never makes mistakes. Right?
Exactly. And the best part, he doesn't get tired, he doesn't get stressed, he doesn't forget anything, and he always gives the same quality of response, whether he's talking to one person or 100 at once.
Okay. So now I have someone who generates the material, and now I have someone who answers questions immediately. That's already saving me a ton of time. What I need now is someone to help me present all this to management and follow-up meetings, to investors, or in committees. But with data, clarity, and agility.
And that's what the next subagent is for, which we'll talk about in the next video, Presentation AI. An intelligent generator of reports and executive presentations that transforms results and activities into slides ready to share with any audience.
Interesting. I want to see how I can save time preparing reports and slides, while also showing real impact with solid data. I'd like to speak with someone first to clarify a few specific questions I have about specific processes for my company. Can you put me in touch with someone?
If you have any questions or suggestions, just contact our expert Antonio Fresco Navacerrada on LinkedIn. He'll be able to answer any questions you may have. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay informed about how artificial intelligence can help improve the lives of people and companies.